How's it going, guys? Just gonna do a quick little update on where I've been in the past 7 months or so. Last time you checked, I basically had my car tuned. I'm currently recording on my phone right now because I don't have any of my camera equipment. I've lost track of how many days have gone by. I'm currently driving around in the CRV for the past 7 months. I have been working behind the scenes for the past 6 months. I've been in the process of K24 swapping my 8th gen, and there's been a lot of other issues that have arisen in the past 2 weeks ever since I got everything ready to get the car swapped. It is currently over at my buddy's dad's house. His dad is doing the swap for me, which is pretty sick. Shout out to him, shout out to my best friend. As of right now, I am actually on the way to pick up another second gear. The teeth on my second gear are slowly going out, or they will go out. They are starting to round out. What I ended up doing, I was like, all right, since I'm doing the motor swap, might as well rebuild the transmission. So I got full carbon synchros and everything. I just found out yesterday that, 5th and 6th gear have already been replaced with carbon synchros. What? And I guess it turns out that second gear and reverse are the ones that have issues right now. I'm just gonna assume like what they probably did was, you know how like everybody loves to do like the reverse, clutch in the first gear to do a burnout for 1-2, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's what my car has been through. What's basically going on right now, along with the transmission rebuild, I decided maybe I'll, redo my clutch, because it's an unknown brand, stage 2. I don't know if it's lightweight flywheel or ultra lightweight. I never knew, right? After taking the whole car apart and everything, we found out that, it is an unknown brand, stage 2, and it did have a lightweight flywheel. So I decided I was just going to upgrade that. So I have a competition stage 2 clutch, as well as a competition lightweight flywheel, 11.5 pounds. Since I'm already so used to the lightweight flywheel and already stage 2, I figured I would just stay stage 2. Along with the transmission rebuild and the clutch and everything, I figured, since I was having throttle issues as well, and everything was already coming out, I figured, got a new throttle body, 72 millimeter KTuned throttle body. The guy that port matched the intake manifold to throttle body just opened it up to 70.5 instead of 72 or 71, just to be safe. Which honestly, it's not really complaining about that. 70 is better than what, 62, 60, whatever, however small diameter the OEM one is. Figured since my radiator was also going out, might as well upgrade that. So I upgraded to a Koyo Radiator, along with new OEM hoses for pretty much everything: coolant hoses, radiator hoses. The Skunk2 bottom lower hose. You guys ever have a Skunk2 cold air intake? As you guys might know, it has rubbing problems with the shifter cables, or at least the shifter on the transmission. If you go into 5th, 6th, and or reverse, it has a high possibility of hitting and rubbing the lower radiator hose. So I might need to replace that. So while we were replacing the radiator, we also found out that the radiator had a huge dent in it, as well as the AC condenser. So that's why the radiator, I guess, throughout the whole time I had the car, radiator didn't even work. It never worked at all. So I had to replace those lines. And that's also why my car doesn't have working AC, which I just thought it was just a generic, it's a Honda thing, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's pretty much the state of the car. We've been working on, I've been working on gathering all the parts and figuring out what I need. And again, shout out to my best friend, Kyle. You can find his stuff at Kyle is Korean. So a shout out to him, and thank you so much for helping source pretty much everything for me, figure out all the stuff that I need to get. If it wasn't for him, I honestly probably wouldn't have done the swap and probably would have sold the car. But without him, I probably wouldn't have gotten any of it done. So yeah, just a huge shout out and thank you so much to him, as well as everybody else that helped me out. I'm going over to get my car tuned next week after the car is fully set up It's the 18th. 18th, that's what it is. Yeah, today's the 18th. Probably be fully swapped by next week, next Monday. Hopefully. Again, guys, I'm so sorry that I've been MIA for so long. Pretty much saving up, you know, moving jobs, finishing school. Not really finishing school, more like being busy with school, you know, life, relationships, friends, family, you know, my own life, you know what I mean? Also just, you know, thinking about what to do with the car for the past 7 to 8 months without having a proper, you know, plan and everything. It's just been really stressful, and it's been pretty much a year since my first video was on the channel, my first official video, that you guys pretty much blew up my video and my channel. I think as of right now it has 31,000 views. It's still my most viewed video. I just want to thank you guys so much for continuing to support me. I know it's like the same like 11 or 12 guys that have stuck around. I don't as of right now I don't remember your names, but by the time this video is uploaded, I will know who you guys are. If you guys are watching this and you hear the shout out, you know who you are. As for the channel, I feel like I might just switch it up and kind of not do as many POV videos as often. I mean, obviously, like, I'll do POV drives and stuff, but I'll also try to include more content along with the POVs, so it's not just POV drive and just me talking, kind of like how I am doing right now. I don't really want to do that anymore. I want to post more content rather than just POV stuff. More autocross events, you know, going to Import Face Off, going to Honda Fest, all the events that we have here. I want to do more vlog-based content, you know, and not just POV stuff. I feel like I'm probably the only POV-based car content creator that I've seen. We have Ben Daga. He's the guy that does like at a vehicle auction. He does the vehicle auction videos and everything, which we also run into him sometimes at the autocross events. He's like one of the only bigger YouTubers that I know that's located in Washington. As of right now, I feel like I'm the only that I've seen, one of the only content creators, car content creators that does like POV stuff. So I kind of want to stick to this niche, but at the same time, I don't want to just do this and only this, because then if I only just do POV stuff, it's just going to be the same boring driving on the highway, doing pulls stuff, and I don't really want to do that so much, you know what I mean? What? That's basically the update as of right now. Again, thank you guys for being patient. I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long. My SI will be back soon. Sooner than later. Definitely sooner than later. Still can't believe it's been 7 months, 8 months since I last recorded a video. But I guess I didn't freaking say what mods I have. Yeah, it's a JDM K24A bone stock internals. Has a 50-degree VTC gear, 410cc RDX injectors, RBC intake manifold, ported 70 millimeters to a, or 70.5 millimeters to a Skunk2 throttle body, drive-by-wire throttle body, paired with a Skunk2 cold air intake. Exhaust side, we're gonna try to keep the Skunk2 alpha header. If you guys do have an 8th gen SI and you're running the K20 Skunk2 alpha header, there may be a possibility of the header having issues clearing the firewall. We will probably have washers running from where the oil pan bolts up to the motor mount, and we'll probably just kind of tilt the motor just a little bit just so we can get it to fit, and then I'll probably upgrade or just get a PLM header. PLM makes a K24 header. I'll probably upgrade to that, but for the time being, that's probably what I'll end up having to do. And then we also have a thermal R&D 3-inch catback exhaust all the way to the back. Last time that the car was tuned, or at least that motor was tuned, it was in a K20, it was in a EG, same exact sort of mods. And when that car got tuned, it made 232, I believe, horsepower and 188 foot-pounds of torque. And then we tuned the car down to make more torque, and it made, I think it was 222 or 228 horsepower and 201 foot-pounds of torque. That's how much the car made in that car, or that's how much the motor made in that car. Our tuner's dyno also seems to be reading horsepower numbers a little bit low, since I have seen a lot of K24 8th gens with the same sort of F full bolt-ons, as well as throttle body port and everything, and I've seen dyno numbers shooting up to 240 horsepower and like 185 plus foot-pounds of torque. So I would honestly be surprised if the car makes 240, but considering that the motor made roughly 225 or 228, I don't remember the exact numbers, and about 200 foot-pounds of torque, I would be surprised if it makes that same amount again. So let me know in the comments what you guys think the car will make, how much power the car will make. Again, I'll put all the mods in the description and everything. My guess is 235 horsepower and 194 foot-pounds of torque. That is my guess. If it makes any more than that, I will be shocked. If it makes any less, then that's totally fine, considering the our tuner's dyno typically tends to read horsepower numbers a little bit lower. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.